Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. This one is not going to be very long, simply because it's so late. But I need to um, do this one because it's so in me. Yesterday, sermon was called "Get to Praying." If you didn't see that one, it's on my channel. Just go to it. If you're on Facebook, it's on my wall. If you're on YouTube, it's my latest one before 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 this. Um, so this one is called "Get to Fasting." A lot of people have the misnomer uh, of fasting being only about food, and it is. That's one kind of fasting. But what fasting is, you give up something natural to starve the body, and, and instead you feed the spirit. So it's not so much about what you're fasting from or what you're using to fast. It's just that you're giving up something in your life that you usually do and replacing it with something spiritual to enhance your relationship with God. Um, I remember when I first started fasting, and I was in Bible college, and it was every February because I did it as part of a church. And quite honestly, I only did it because my church was doing it. But when I got diagnosed with diabetes, I couldn't food fast anymore. So the Lord brought me to this idea of fasting from something I do every day. It doesn't have to be a bad something. It can be something that takes over my life. Not that takes over my life, but that is in my life and I spend most of my time doing. So for me, it can be audiobooks because you guys know how I love to read audiobooks. So it could be fasting from that for me, or it could be fasting from social media or a specific social media, fasting from shopping, fasting from anything. And what that does really, it does two things. It lets you know how much time you spend doing that specific thing, or um, and it gives you more time to fill those hours with the spirit, with the spiritual things, and in turn will bring you closer to God. Because sometimes fasting from food, although it is essential in one kind of fasting, um, it's not the only kind of fasting. Because sometimes for some people, fasting from food is not a big deal, and but instead to get the desired effect, to get closer to God, it would be better for that person if they fasted from social media or Amazon or shopping online. Because the thing about fasting is not the food really. It's to give up something and fill that time with prayer, fill that time with um, things to get closer to God. That's what fasting is. Because food is essential. You give up food to starve the spirit, so the spirit hungers for God. But I would argue if food is not your issue, fasting is just starving yourself. Um, it would be better if you fasted from something that is actually an issue for you, like social media, like gossiping, like all that. And the duration of fasting doesn't have to be long. It could be a few days to a week and whatever. And it's not just about not doing that particular thing. It's about filling that space with time for prayer, time for God, time for all of that stuff. And when you fast, you'll begin to see things change, chains break. You'll begin to see stuff happens in fasting. Whether it be a food fast, whether it be a social media fast, whether it be a whatever fast, whatever God tells you to fast from, do it. And I'm telling you, it's not easy, but it will be life changing. And if it's a chain he wants to break, um, that chain will be broken. Someone gave a testimony how they fasted from music, and when their fast was over, the Lord alerted them to the lyrics of the music they were listening to, and it changed their whole life. So it's giving up something to gain something, uh, to gain a deeper relationship with Christ, to gain an understanding of yourself, and you'll understand, and He'll speak to you on whatever fast you're on. And it will be hard for the first few times you do it. It'll almost kill you, because if you're used to doing this one thing, and the Lord tells you that, oh, you're on fasting, you can't do that, then it will be so hard the first couple of days. But when you're into it, um, it'll be so worth it. Or maybe it won't be hard for you the first couple of days, but when you're into it, it then will be hard for you. Each person is different. All I'm saying that whatever you fast from, God will teach you. God will teach you what He wants to teach you on your fast, and He will respect your sacrifice. And if that thing is detrimental to your life, He may deliver you from it. He may say you don't need that thing, or He may repurpose that thing into your life. Now, He may not say give up social media, but he may be like, post this instead of posting that. Instead of posting gossip or celebrity gossip, why don't you post the scripture verse or whatever? He may repurpose that thing in your life. Because I think we've totally drilled fasting down to just food, where it's not just food. It's basically you give up something essential to gain something even more essential. You give up something for your flesh, for your body, what your body wants and needs, to gain something that your spirit craves. And you might not even know that your spirit is craving this thing. And you may not even realize that the first thing fasting changes is you and your perspective on your situation. And I like I said, it's difficult, but it'll be worth it in the end. He'll teach you so much about that situation. He'll give you wisdom about that situation. He'll give you understanding about that situation. Uh, he'll give you understanding about that thing and how it started. It'll be it'll be wonderful. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Bye. Remember to watch my previous video called Get to Praying. It's phenomenal. I loved it yesterday. I I hope that you guys will love it too. Bye.